Hi, so my name is Rasya and I want to complete my task about phonology. So the first question is, what do you think of these two definition on phonology? Are these definition clear enough to make you understand on phonology and what the reason? So in the book, I think yes, both definitions are clear enough to understand phonology. Definition First definition is tell us phonology is about studying sound system in language, and the second definition tell us phonology study how we speech sound are organized and how they work in language. These both definitions are good because they explain that phonology is about understanding pattern and system sound, not just individual sound. Together, they give a complete basic understanding of phonology. And the second question is, what is phonology to the best of your knowledge? So, phonology is study of sound patterns in language. It how look at how sounds are organized in our minds and they create meaning. It's different from phonetics because phonology focus on mental or abstract rules of sound. Mental or abstract or rule of sound, while phonetics focus on how sound are physically made. Yeah. And the third question is, phonology study how speech sound are organized. What does the statement mean? So I think it's mean how sounds are arranged in patterns. And second is, with sound can you go together in language, and the rules for combining sounds. This like how speaker mentally organize sounds to make meaningful words. For example, in English we can say stop but not stop. And phonology explain this pattern and rules. And the fourth question, these are types of sound patterns. What are they explain? So we have two. There are two types. Oh yeah, we have two types. First type is constructive sound. It's a minimal pairs that sound that change word meaning. Example like pin and sin. Change P to S. Create a different word. And the second types, it's non-constructive sound. It's allophone. Different pronouns of the same sound doesn't change meaning. For example, T in the top, T sound different from T in the stop. But both are still a letter T and don't change the word meaning. Five. Yeah. Question 5. What do you know of minimal pairs? So minimal pairs are two words that are almost the same but different in only one sound, and they have different meanings. For example is pin and sin. The same numbers, it's same number of sound, and only for sound is different, P and S. different meanings. For pin, it's metal object, and sin, it's bad action. Example of minimal pairs is consonant minimal pairs, like berry, we berry, and berry and fairy, we use like fairy, yeah. And the second is vowel minimal pairs is s, seed and seed, yeah, that's the difference. Okay, and the last question, how many types of minimal pairs can you recognize? So uh, like example is first is based on type of sound, it's segmental sound. First is we have two consonant minimal pairs and vowel minimal pairs, like before I said b and v, berry and fairy, that's the difference. And the vowel minimal pairs is I and I, like example like seed and seed, okay. And the second is based on sound position, is phonemic sound. We have three pairs. Is first is initial minimal pairs, different sound at the beginning of the word. Example like V and P, uh, like fast, and pass, pass, yeah. And the second is medial minimal pairs, different sound in the middle of the word, yeah. Different in the middle sound is a and e, like pepper, it's paper, and pepper, it's paper. And the last is final minimal pairs, it's a different sound at the end of the word, like K and G, like K and G, back and back, okay. So that's all, thank you so much and see you next time.